It's a stoat with a wonky paw. They had mad, passionate sex. He is free to leave at any point. It isn't a kidnap situation. Like a hologram of Beethoven.
Why?
People lose their minds. As many dough balls as you like.
Hello and welcome to Rich Beyond My Wildest Dreams. In the lift, we've got author, food critic and Masterchef judge Grace Dent coming on up. Let's see. Oh, hello, darling! What an entrance! Hello, my lovely. How are you?
I'm very, very well.
Come on in. Welcome. We're going to be having a little chit chat about what you would do if you won a little bit of money, Grace. What you would do if you just a little bit of money.
It would depend how much money.
It does?
But well, first of all, I wouldn't let it change.
Okay.
I'd be the humble little lady
Of
that
course.
I always have.
Of course.
But you do think about it though, don't you?
All the time.
It's one of those things.
Keeps me up at night. Oh,
Think,
what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well,
I love the set. Look at it.
beautiful, right? Well, Grace, I've got some fantastic news for you. Okay, go on. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. You have just won the Euromillions jackpot. Welcome to Rich Beyond My Wildest Dreams. You got 200 million. Welcome. How does it feel to be here? Look at this place. It's just...
The first thing I thought when I came in and I saw all of this was back the van up. I'm taking all of this home with me.
It's coming home.
Do you know what I love is the boldness in having this cream rug in a party situation?
I mean...
Because this is the kind of rug where within 5 minutes of the Euromillions party, someone goes, "I spilt red wine, run!" And people are just flinging salt. No, it's not salt, it's sugar. They've just made a meringue. So, I say this through bitter experience of partying. Yeah,
It's a very opulent room. Well, this is the world where you have just won a huge jackpot on Euromillions, the national lottery, and it's around 200 million, okay?
200 million.
Now, I do have to say, Grace, we actually aren't giving you 200 million.
Pardon?
So please don't email me after this saying, "Hey, Sarel, where's me 200 mil? It's not coming."
where's my agent?
No. It's okay. Stay with me. But what we are going to be doing is basically thinking about what you would do with 200 mil, because it's a lot of money.
200 million.
Yeah.
Is exactly the right amount to win.
Well, we are going to be sat here, we're going to be chatting through how you're going to spend your 200 million. And I want you to know there is no idea crazy enough, okay? I personally want bigger and better. We are going to be bold. We are going to be dreaming the biggest of dreams, okay, Grace? I actually have a very fun little button here.
Yeah.
That if you come up with an idea that I think is of the world of this dream state, of the Euromillions, I'm going to press that button.
Okay.
I'll be so proud of you, okay? This will be my applause to you.
Babes, that button
It's going to get pressed.
you're going to need another button.
Okay.
You're going to go through that button.
Okay. I want to know.
Go on.
Get the call, you get the email, you get the text.
Yeah.
You've won 200 million. What are you doing in the first 5 minutes?
So the first thing I'll do is get my partner and I'll tell him. And then I'll point out that maybe he should have married me by now, because it's all mine.
It's all yours.
And I'm not sharing it. I don't have to share that at all legally. It is all mine. Yeah. So I'm going to laugh for quite a long time and probably just watch him just crying outside. No, I will be. I'll tell him because I can trust him.
Okay.
I will tell my little brother.
Oh.
I will tell him because I know that he'll be the person that will keep me properly grounded.
Right.
He has, David has resolutely refused all of my life to treat me like the enormous star that I think I am inside my own head. It's been like, when I was like 18, 19, I'm like, I'm going to be on television.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, with your face. Because he's your brother.
He's your brother. That's what they're supposed to do.
And as we've got older, no joking, he I think with your siblings, you go through a point where you want to punch them a lot because they're your siblings.
Daily.
And then you turn around at one point when you're 20s and 30s and go, you've been around me forever. You guys are great. And he's really supportive. So it would be that's who I would tell.
There's like a select group of people
Yeah.
that you would tell?
So I wouldn't tell them. I wouldn't tell everybody the whole shebang of my life. But what I would say is, very quickly, there would be signs.
And the thing is, Grace, knowing
So
you,
I'm already developing my slightly evil, like.
I had 200 million laugh. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. I want to talk about some of these signs, okay? Now, as we start talking about, sort of like what the next, I'm going to say 6 months is going to look like, okay? We have actually got our production team here helping us. So they will be tippity-tapping and finding out, on the interwebs, just how much things cost.
This is so much fun. See, the first thing I might do, I'm worried that it might break my budget right away.
Okay. Straight into it. Hit me.
So, at the moment, I have a house in East London, and it's a small house. And I would keep that house because it's my base. And again, I'm just, I'm still going to be Grace from the block, right?
Yeah.
At some level.
Grace from the block,
Grace
yes.
from the block,
Yes.
right? But what, do you know who I have always admired? Do you know Enya?
Enya,
Sail away, sail away, sail away. Bo, bo, bo. You know Enya?
Great Enya impression.
No. Enya, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Enya?
No, not live.
Do you know why? Enya doesn't play live because Enya has probably got about 200 million.
Right.
And Enya has a castle.
Oh, okay.
When I'm working and I'm walking around London and doing what I have to do to make a book, I always think of Enya.
And her castle.
In her castle. Now, the castle, I've thought about this. Do you remember when Madonna married Guy Ritchie?
Do I?
She got married in Scotland,
Yeah.
and it was in a castle. Now,
Yeah.
I don't want Skibo Castle.
You don't want that?
I don't want to live where Madonna got married.
Okay,
I think
fair.
I
Better
mean,
than
it didn't
that.
go well. But what I would like is somewhere around there. I want something that's in pretty good nick.
Okay.
So first the castle, but it has to have grounds.
Okay, land.
I have to have land. Do you know
Nice.
why?
Why?
Do you want me the next thing?
Go on.
Llama farm.
Immediately, I need the team to search for me a castle with
Llama
the llama
farm.
farm right now.
I love llamas. I love them.
A sentence that I wasn't expecting, I'm not going to lie.
I love llamas because I think that they are naturally the most neuromantic looking animal in the animal kingdom.
Yes.
They've got that kind of 80s kind of, they look a bit like Spandau Ballet. And I like how
The little sideway, yes,
are
yes,
a little
yeah.
bit-
Yeah.
It's like their teeth are just a little bit. I like how people go, oh God, they spit at you. I like the fact that they aren't even that nice.
No.
And I respect that in an
Yeah.
animal. I think dogs can be quite hard work because they just want to be loved all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas I quite like the fact that it might take me 6 or 7 years for these llamas to like me.
Actually like you.
So what you're looking at for a high-end, historically significant castle
Okay.
with extensive grounds,
Okay.
fully restored interiors,
Nice.
and modern amenities,
Yeah.
you're looking at about £8 million.
Okay.
Okay.
But for a llama, for a top-tier rare breed llama, that is about £15,000.
Only? Okay.
It's fine, absolutely fine.
We'll get a couple of those.
I don't even need to look at those budgets.
No.
It's fine. I don't
Simple.
need anybody to...
Fantastic.
So we've got the castle.
Castle grounds.
I've got the...
and we've got llama farm.
the thing is with the llamas...
Yeah,
There's not,
plural.
I need to get probably 6 or 7.
I would. Oh, let's go bigger, Grace. Come on.
Well, I do worry that if I've only got 7, I won't be able to make any kind of clothes or garments out of the hair, which is what I'm going to do. Because the thing is, I think that if I am going to be this person, I really need to go into some kind of small cottage industry making at least handbags. And I'm going to give these, I'm going to give these as gifts to people that I don't like.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm going to, your frenemies.
Yeah.
People that that they're not happy for you.
No.
So you get to Christmas and you go, oh, look at this. And it's just the llama hair. But you must have seen that when you go to kind of craft shops and they're like, it's an alpaca.
Yeah.
It's an alpaca wool.
Yes.
Whatever. So I am going to make things out of the hair. If I have llamas, I am going to also get donkeys.
Naturally.
Because I love donkeys. I think one of the happiest things in the world is seeing donkeys going across fields because they're short and they've got big bums and little legs, and I really identify with that. When it comes to all the new fashions on the mannequins and you just look at them and you go, what? So it's So it's waders with a boob tube this year. That's fashion. And whenever I look at that, I think about how my body actually looks without clothes. And at that point, I always think Shetland pony or little donkey. So that's why I have got some affinity with them.
Okay, so we've got llamas so that we can make bags for our haters. We've got donkeys because we feel seen.
I feel seen
feel
by
seen
a
and heard.
donkey.
I get it.
When they've got their little coats on.
Oh,
You know, with
yes.
their little fat bellies.
Donkeys just remind me of like, I don't know, didn't Jesus ride on donkeys? They remind me of like Jesus.
He did. It's not for me to call myself the Messiah. But I think within time...
Within time, it's bound to happen. Bound to happen. So in our first 6 months, we've got a castle, we've got grounds. The castle is done up. It's nice, plush. Are we doing an interior designer? Is someone specifically flying out from like, I don't know, let's say Italy?
So what I'm going to do at first is I'm going to attempt to design it myself. And this is going to involve me getting at least 300 to 400 of those tiny little tester pots.
So your entire castle is just going to be little stripes of different shades of green.
Well, you know when you're actually painting something yourself and you think, oh my God, there's all these colours. And then you realise that none of the paint looks like that colour, so you have to get the tester pot. And then you realise that the tester pot is £6.95, and then you have to order the tester pot, and then it turns up, and the second you see it, you know that you've wasted at least 10 quid. I've won the Euromillions. I don't care. I'm swimming in these, and I'm going to get really, really expensive paint. You know that paint?
Yes.
And it's called like kind of squirrel's emotion.
Yes,
and it's just like that. And I'm just going to... It's like, yes, and it's just... So I'm going to decorate it myself the first time with all of these. And I may well devalue the property in the process.
Okay.
But then, you know, God... I've always thought that I would have. This is why I'd have to have a house in London, because I'd have to leave. Because while all of this is going on, because I am not that person that can live on site. You know, when you see that program Grand Designs, you've just got these people that absolutely they cannot live unless they're living in a caravan in their back garden while
the work is happening.
And I think that this point, I would leave this happening. I would leave. My very unbelievably good-looking groundskeeper.
Yes.
Who's called Shuggy.
Shuggy? Not where I thought we were going.
It's called Shuggy. He was in the forces at one point, and he works as my security guard, come alpaca handler.
/ groundskeeper.
/ groundskeeper. He wears a kilt at all times.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to leave him.
Shuggy sounds like a dream.
Shuggy's amazing. Shuggy is amazing. What a find. What a find.
What a find. The alpaca whisperer Shuggy. I also think, I mean, in the world of design, I think what screams lavish is actually creating your own paint colour.
Sophie Ellis-Bextor's got her own paint colour.
Does she? No, she doesn't. What colour is Sophie Ellis-Bextor's? I want to know that. That's a nice fact.
She has got her own paint colour.
Grace,
Yeah.
you're gonna get your own.
Why
paint
have
colour.
I not got my paint colour?
Exactly, Grace. Let's dream big. Okay, we're getting you a paint colour. I think
It would be a lovely, dreamy, pale, greeny colour.
Sophie Ellis-Bextor's is a copper blush. And it's sort of like a pinky colour, like you can see that.
to be honest, that is very Sophie Ellis. Like I like that colour.
When I go back to London, what I would do then is I would begin rescuing cats.
Nice.
Because I do it a little bit anyway. But what I would do was I would actually do it on a bigger scale.
World
right?
domination.
Now,
Okay.
I'm not going to keep all these cats. I'm not going to hoard the cats.
Okay.
But what I really believe in, this is something that I actually genuinely believe in, is this taking cats off the streets that are and just working with them, having vets,
Yes.
being able to, and I would have my own type of animal sanctuary of some type and be able to pay the very, very best people to be able to come every day. And this is the key. They need to make amazing videos of each cat and say, this is what this cat is and this is the home he needs, and then put them back out on the cat distribution service.
You did once right. My dream is to go full Celia Hammond and have a little animal sanctuary,
Yeah.
at which point I will stop wearing a bra and ditch the false eyelashes.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, I think this cat sanctuary sounds fantastic.
But yeah, exactly. I would start with cats, and I just know that the moment that you do that, people just keep knocking on your door and going, "Would you like this skunk?"
And it's like, no, actually, this is a cat sanctuary, but thank you so
And you're
much.
like, "Oh, okay, it's a crocodile. Bring it in."
That's okay. So the animal sanctuary is in London. So the rental on that / it's going to be high.
It is going to be never ending, because what I need is, the super vet.
Yes.
I need him.
Okay.
I need him on full standby all the time.
24/7.
I need him just sleeping in the back bedroom in East London, so I can just go kind
Fantastic.
of like, it's a stoat. No, it's a stoat with a wonky paw, and he just comes down.
Comes down and rescues.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we're hiring him.
Yes.
Full-time payroll, 24/7
Yes.
on call. We've got our, I'm going to say animal sanctuary. It feels like,
Animal,
it started
yeah.
off as cat, but I feel like I'm hearing skunks, I'm hearing crocodiles. You're really veering into other territories here, Grace. Are you going to go on holiday?
I love being on holiday, but I do get quite panicked at Stansted. Well, someone once said to me that was it Whoopi Goldberg, that she was so scared of flying that they used to just like knock her out in her house, and she would wake up in. I think they maybe used to push her on like some kind of like Hannibal Lecter thing. I think that you can get so rich that you don't even have to do the flying thing at all.
Okay.
And then
I thought you meant someone was punching Whoopi Goldberg in the face.
No, nobody
to just...
punched her. Nobody punched
okay.
her. And then Shuggy is going to carry me.
Shuggy, right.
He's going to put me
Yes.
into my Jeep.
Yes.
He's going to drive me through Heathrow.
How about a private island
I think that
that you own?
I think I was born to be the type of person that had a private island.
Exactly.
Where is this island though? But like, I don't want to be one of those people. This is, I don't want the people of Jamaica to be suddenly like, reading in the papers one day.
That like Grace has just bought
that
section.
awful woman from Masterchef has just bought an entire island, and they're like, but we really like that island. We
No,
used to
I
go
hear that.
there. And I'm there going like, get them off.
No, but
get them away.
there are some islands that are like, that aren't part of Jamaica, that are like, no one lives there, and you've just got to like build it from the ground up. That's the thing. Naomi Campbell has an island, right?
Of course she has. Yes. I tell you, whatever I want a bigger one than hers.
Exactly.
I'd need such a big staff to have this island though.
Grace, babe, look at where you are, my darling. Come on.
I need this big, and this is where I start to get into.
A chef.
There's a few chefs in London that I would instantly.
Who would be on your payroll?
The first thing I would do is I'd offer Gordon Ramsay more money than he could say no to, just
Love.
simply to torture him. Because I don't...
Simply because you can.
Simply because I can.
Yeah.
And then I would make him get there, and then I'd just make him cook only vegan food. Just to
I love
upset him.
this.
I would say that
I love that.
he had to stay for the entire year.
Yeah.
And just hang out with me all the time, because none of them like restaurant critics. I don't want a full island. I want part of an island, but I want the biggest house on the island. It has to be beachfront. Scrap it all.
Okay.
I want my own private beachfront house in Santa Monica.
Perfect.
That's what I want.
Perfect.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because the author Jackie Collins, that's what she used to have. And this is how I want to spend the rest of my life. I want to be able to just sit behind my laptop and just write bonk busters. Just right, kind of Sigmund walked into the room in fantastic joppers. La 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 la, they had mad passionate sex. Like that, and then just go yada 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 blah 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 blah.
Yeah, and then come back for the sequel.
And obviously you look more surprised than me.
First time I'm hearing that sound. I love it.
Yeah.
But I pressed it because I'm liking where this is going.
Okay.
For me personally, this is my favourite thus far. Don't get me wrong, I love the castle. I love it. I love the castle. It's great. It's cute. Oh, but we're talking private. Do you know what I mean? Private beach.
I interviewed Stanley Tucci the other day, and he was saying, he's lovely, and he definitely has people that come to his house and exercise him.
Exercise him.
Yes.
Not with him.
Exercise. So you don't have to see anybody. You don't have to go to a yoga class. I want people to come to my beachfront house and just take me for a light jog.
Love. Take me
for a light jog.
Crazy.
Do some yoga. Do a bit of yoga.
Nice.
Do sun salutations.
Okay.
And that's when Gordon turns up.
And makes you your vegan breakfast.
Makes me my vegan breakfast.
Okay, we've got a couple things to run through here. Private beach prices. What in Santa Monica?
So whereas a private island would be around $80 million for just private beachfront property, somewhere like Santa Monica, you're looking at $20 million.
See, this is just very doable.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
20 million.
It's fantastic.
I don't even have to think about that on my budget.
Done. So we've got the beachfront property. I feel like this PT situation is slightly more than a PT. Feels as though, I don't know.
Oh no, I mean the guy that's going to be teaching me yoga, he makes
Is it Shuggy again?
He makes
he makes Shuggy look.
Shuggy just looks like Shuggy just dreams of being this guy. This guy is the guy that teaches me yoga. Now, I don't even know if you'll remember this. Do you remember the supermodel Fabio?
Do I?
He's like him.
Okay.
He's just like, he's got this kind of he's got 80s, he's got a mullet basically, but it's fine because it's, mullets are back in. Oh, he looks, and this is Fabio is going to turn up to exercise me.
Yes.
In a variety of ways.
Right.
I mean, he is free to leave at any point. It isn't a kidnap situation.
No.
It is just in case the police wonder. I'm going to be so sad that I can't do any of this.
It's fine.
I just feel like already this is actually real.
It's really real.
It feels really real.
It feels nice.
God, it absolutely
so
does.
Nice, doesn't it?
It does.
I can't wait to meet Fabio and Shuggy.
Fabio and Shuggy.
Well, earlier on we were talking about obviously if you won the 200 mil, and you said that there would be signs.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
you said you wouldn't publicise it, but there would be signs. I want to know what some of these signs are. Okay, I mean, personally, I feel as though you would be the type of person who perhaps might have I don't know, a specific designated fridge just for lobster. Just for lobster, or
the first sign would be absolutely everything that I had on from head to foot. If you just analysed it, you'd go, that's about £5,000.
Nice.
Now, there would be no logos.
No.
Because the truly wealthy...
Quiet luxury.
Do not... There is never a hint.
No.
But they just shimmy into rooms.
Yeah.
They shimmy. It's not even cashmere. No. It's the 4 grades above cashmere. And they're like, you don't even have a handbag because you don't need a handbag because you are never going to be carrying your own things anyway. You've got somebody with you that's carrying the things. You don't need a coat.
You've got Shuggy.
I don't need a coat.
No.
And you're always...
Rich people famously don't get cold.
There's a way that these people dress that they'll have it's just a cardigan. It's just a cardigan. But when you look it up, it costs £6,725. What Grace Dent will be known for is a neutral coloured linen ensemble. I'm going to be one of these women that can I just wear cream and cashmere all day and never, not once do I get jam down me. I can wear a white suit all day.
All day. And you could change it 4 times a day if you do happen to get gravy on it.
It's that quiet, frightening luxury. I'm not going to have an enormous, flashy, gas guzzling car. What I'm going to have is I'm going to have the greatest, kind of quietest electric vehicle. Do you know as well, I think I might get right into Buddhism.
Oh, okay.
Because I have time to do this now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn up with millions and millions and millions of pounds, but then also be really, really, really quite holy and grounded about it all.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Duality.
So I'm going to be wearing a £6,000 belted cardigan and then stopping you because I need to go and chant. Do you know one of the things I've always wanted all my life? I really regret that I can't play piano. Like, I don't have any real regrets in my life. I don't have regrets about relationships or anything that's happened, you know. But there are some things that because I just didn't do, and I never learned to play. I can't play any instruments at all. So when I win this money, I'm going to start taking lessons, and I'm going to be atrocious, but I'm going to be so rich, people are going to tell me I'm good.
Yes, yes.
So I'm going to be like, party at mine. And everyone's going to be like, oh, you're amazing. So that's one thing. I'm going to play piano and go on later with Jules Holland.
Oh, fantastic. Beethoven, is he still alive?
He's absolutely not still alive.
No worries.
No.
Hologram of him.
Who?
You get a hologram of him.
Oh, fantastic. I like you. Yes.
Once a week, I would like a hologram of Beethoven to teach me how to play.
Yes. But I want to know, obviously, 200 million,
Yes.
Euromillions, all your friends, your close ones, your loved ones,
Yeah.
they know.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
would
yeah.
you make sure that the fun doesn't stop for them?
Look, if you knew some of my friends, you would want to make sure that there was some kind of borders on the fun stopping,
A boundary.
right?
Okay.
Right? I think that rules help control the fun. Okay? I think there are some of my friends that it would be terrifying. You know when you hear really rich people and they've flown 75 people out to an island?
Yeah.
And I just think that I would never sleep thinking about some of the stuff. Every morning I would do a head count to see if everybody was
Everybody's
still
still there,
alive,
right.
right? I would be kind of, okay, let's do a register. What? Someone's decided to swim to another island. Okay. What?
Check in on them.
Well, you buried who in sand? Okay. You went swimming with sharks. What?
Why?
Do you know in Stratford in East London, there's a big shopping centre. And the cinema there is within the shopping centre. And there is just a big pizza place next door to it. And it's not cool and it's not glam. But some of my happiest times have been in there. And I've went to see some atrocious movie, you know? Let's call it like, you know, crash, bang, action with Vin Diesel. Always Vin Diesel. And sometimes I've just had the funniest and happiest times with my friends, and we went to see something awful.
Yeah.
And I went for a pizza afterwards and just sat there and laughed and laughed and laughed. So I would keep the fun going with stuff like that.
I love that.
You know what I've found over the years, though, with like incredibly like luxurious experiences is that, you know, with my job, and I've been on television, and people give you things and ask you things and offer you things, and sometimes you think what you want to do is spread that look and take your friends and your family to whatever this private members club is or whatever, and sometimes you realise that you did have a nicer time in a sticky floored pub, you know, because these things are quite tense sometimes.
Yeah.
And although it's lovely that you order a little appetizer and they bring it with a piece of lemon that has been specially wrapped in a piece of muslin, so just in case a lemon pip gets onto your calamari. And these things are lovely, but I do think that sometimes it makes everybody a bit standing on ceremony. And I used to, you know, go back in the day, I used to take my mum and my dad to posh places, and I knew they would be happier having a burger. I knew it, you know. So I do think I've learned that over the years, that you take them to, if I was able to just kind of, go into one of the big pizza restaurants and just go, as many dough balls as you like. And everyone's like, yay!
I love that.
Extra salad dressing. Keep bringing
For
it.
everyone.
Yeah.
Look at you.
As many as you want, yes.
I think there's a good balance as well between having a deep chat. I think there's a good balance between, yes, having 200 million, fantastic. I'll take it, definitely. I won't say no to it. But also then being able, like you say, to stay grounded and humble and connecting with friends and family and doing the things that you love, like having a drink at your local and dough balls. That's the balance of life.
Do you know what I've found over the years makes people the giddiest? So you go for dinner and at the end of dinner, when everybody's sitting around, and they say, "Do you want dessert? Do you want the menu?" I sometimes say, "Just bring all of it." If you say, "Just bring all of it," people lose their minds. They lose their minds. All it is a piece of cheesecake, right? A chocolate bomb or something, but it's 6.
Yeah.
And it's that little giddiness that takes people back to being kids. So you just go, just bring all 7 desserts: a sticky toffee pudding, a jam roly-poly, a massive piece of cheesecake, a chocolate mousse, and a Knickerbocker Glory or whatever. And people go, "Oh!" So it's that. That's what I would do all the time.
I love that.
I am going to keep on feeding people these amazing things.
These little
A
moments.
lot of my friends will have no teeth.
I want to know Euromillions have come in. They've done you a solid, right?
Yes,
They've
yes.
given you 200 mil, right?
yeah.
Thank you so much, Euromillions.
Thank you.
What are you getting a lifetime supply of, if anything?
I don't even have to think about this.
Okay.
Right. in Nice, in the south of France,
Oh.
there is a speciality marmalade maker called Monsieur Auer. He doesn't do anything as common as mail order. You've got to go to his special marmalade boutique.
I love that. I love him and I love that.
Monsieur Auer. And when you go in, it's this really, really old-fashioned shop that feels older than time. And it's just... everything's been preserved as it was from about 150 years ago. And there's his speciality marmalade. You can only buy it there. And I love it. It's... he does a Mandarin one. That's the best one. It's really, I mean, it's not massively expensive. It is, I think it's about 25 quid for a jar. But whenever I'm there in Nice, I stock up on it. And then when people come to my house, I can't stop giving it away because it's so beautiful.
You're a giver.
And I'm properly down on my supplies at the moment. So yeah, just lifetime fresh marmalade from Monsieur Auer. That is probably one of the most eccentric things that I genuinely properly would do.
No, I not only do I back you on this.
Thank you.
I also kind of want to meet this man. I want to taste his marmalade. It sounds fantastic.
He also makes at Christmas. He gets orange peel. He covers it in sugar and then puts chocolate onto it, and it's chocolate orange. Now, after you've had that,
you can't go back to a Terry's.
Babe, someone turns
Do you know
up
what
and
I
they've got like
mean?
a 75 pence chocolate orange, and I'm like, take it, shove it.
Yeah.
Shove it.
Have it. So we are having a lifetime supply of Monsieur
Auer.
Monsieur Auer.
A-U-E-R.
Monsieur Auer's
Auer.
marmalade. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm obsessed with your world. I want you to know you haven't blown through not even half.
Yeah, but isn't that brilliant, right? Because I'm so happy. I don't want to be one of those people that's on daytime telly going, and then I spent it all in 3 months.
It's impossible.
And then I just gave it away to all my ex-boyfriends. I'm really proud of myself.
You've done very, very well. I thank you for taking me through your world of what you would do with 200 million from the Euromillions.
I didn't think that this would affect me so much talking about it.
Look at us.
I know.
We're bonded.
I feel like a little bit emotionally wonky. It's really weird how it's got me. How I don't want to leave.
No.
I'm sitting here on this absolute stain hazard of a rug.
We've got Gary, our resident leopard table.
With my leopard skin. And then you're just going to shove me back out on the street.
I'm so sorry. Okay, well, like I said, Grace, thank you so, so much for coming and chatting to us. I mean, I want to live in your head 24/7 because you have many great ideas. We're going to actually do a full rundown and summary of everything that you've said that you would spend your money on. Okay, I'm gonna hit these to you. So
go on.
Okay,
go on.
You said you would like a fully renovated castle with grounds and a llama farm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Llamas.
Yes, llamas. Plural.
Several plural.
You said an animal sanctuary.
Yes.
Okay. With Noel Fitzpatrick employed 24/7.
Thank you. He's got a room.
No, okay.
At any point, I can shout on him to come and do microsurgery on a lemur. Is a lemur a thing? Is a lemur? A llama. A lemur.
Okay, so next we've got a private beachfront property in Santa Monica.
God, yes.
You know, just for extra details, we've got people who will come and exercise you.
Exercise me.
You'll also be writing
Yes.
a smutty book.
Smutty bonk busters. That I will actually buy in bulk, so
Yes.
they immediately go into the Sunday Times bestseller list every single time.
Immediately.
What a surprise! How?
Shocked
She
every
sold
time.
150,000 copies. They're just all in the garage.
Yes. So that's happening in Santa Monica. Also, you have made a very, very clear distinction that you want to wear expensive clothing with no logos.
No logos.
But it looks like it's around £6,000 and it just drapes.
I'm going to drape, and it's going to be only in neutral colours.
Neutral colours, only neutral tones. Piano lessons with a hologram of Beethoven. Sorry. We've really gone everywhere today.
Yeah.
So Beethoven is now in the mix.
Yes.
You're going to have private lessons with Beethoven. Fantastic. Also, you know, lovely big cinema and pizza trips with your friends and family.
Yes, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Dough balls and
Unlimited.
movies.
Unlimited.
Love
dough
that.
balls.
And a lifetime supply of speciality marmalade.
Yes.
Made by a lovely Frenchman.
Yes.
In Nice.
You tell me one part of that isn't absolutely fantastic.
That is the best plan I've ever heard.
I feel genuinely sick to the stomach that that isn't actually gonna happen now.
What I can say to you, Grace, is we can
therapy, but kind of crazy.
It's
like
beautiful.
Kind of. It's different though. It's blue sky thinking that just leaves you feeling totally wrought.
I will try my best to make this hologram with Beethoven happen. I will do everything in my power. But whilst we are here, we discuss the wild and the wacky, and we look at what we can do with 200 million. And Grace, you have been fantastic, because what a list. What a list. Thank you so much. Let's give Grace a round of applause. You're fantastic. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you can get that Euromillions feeling every Friday with another episode of Rich Beyond My Wildest Dreams. Please subscribe on all podcasting apps and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Goodbye.